Then,
Hello, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
hang on, which one am I going to use now?
Yeah, we're having a bit of a malfunction. It's down there. It's under Vidic Brands, Philip.
Yeah, I see it here now.
Yeah.
Right, I'm doing the quick one. Come on, you Spurs intro,
Yeah,
right?
okay. Hello and welcome. Something's happening here. I don't know what's happening. I've been logged out. Right. Philip, can you talk nonsense for about a couple of minutes? I've been given the login code. Just explain to people what's happened. I updated my PC and my PC decided to log me out of StreamYard.
You just explained it there now. So what will I talk about? Lovely weather we're having, by the way, isn't it?
Anyway, talk about the FA Cup.
Yeah,
the FA Cup there because
I've never seen a game like the Man United Liverpool game. What a match! Absolutely, what a match! And I'd say Liverpool are kicking themselves the whole way back to Merseyside. How they lost that match, I don't know. I've never seen a team as much in control in the second half to throw it away at the end. I mean, they should have been 4 or 5-1 up before United got back in. But I tell you, fair dues to United. They dug in. Rashford missed an absolute sitter to win it in normal time. And then he actually scored the equaliser in extra time. So fair play to United. That'll give them a great kick for the season. And the fact they got Coventry in the semi-final now means that they'll at least make it to an all-Manchester final. And I don't think we'll worry too much about the result of that. I think City will fancy their chances. But, yeah, 4 great matches in the quarterfinals. When you look at it, Coventry coming back from 2-0 down to beat Wolves. 2-0 up, losing a 2-0 lead. Wolves coming back, and then Coventry scoring the equaliser, the winning goal in the last minute. It was quite an amazing achievement. It actually helped me bury the demons a bit. I've been upset a grudge against Coventry since 1987, since they beat us in the FA Cup final. But I was actually rooting for them yesterday because they deserved to win. And then you went on to pretty routine 2-0 win for City over Newcastle. I think everybody expected that. And then Chelsea, the enigmatic Chelsea, 2-0 up against Leicester, scored one of the best own goals you'll ever see. Leicester get it back to 2-2, and then Chelsea lose a man gets sent off, and Chelsea score 2 goals in injury time to win the tie. So a very, very good day for the FA Cup. It restored some of the FA Cup's pride, if you like. I mean, it's been a competition that's been on its downwards for a few years, but those 4 matches, 3 of the 4 matches anyway, really gave it back some of its impetus, and it's going to be very interesting to see who goes to the final. But I think we're all looking for an all-Manchester final now. Well, you're back in now, yeah.
I'm back. I'm back up. I feel like Tony Stark's just found his Iron Man suit again. I don't like not.
I haven't a clue who you're talking about, to be honest. Anyway.
It is a version of Ange Postecoglou, what he's going to do to the players after the Fulham game.
Make them walk home.
Yeah. Do you know what, Philip? It's funny. Technology, right? You don't realise how frustrating it is to like looking at a StreamYard. It's. Do you know what I mean, Philip? It is quite. If you're not using it all the time, it's a bit daunting, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I know that I got signed out of it once. It took me 3 days to get back in because couldn't get the lads on they're out of the country or something at the time to get me logged in. So yeah, it can be frustrating, but then again, you're back on track now, so that's the main thing.
Well, yeah. Well, big up to everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. From me and Philip from Ireland here, from the best country in the world. Really, it is the best country in the world, isn't it, Philip? And we're not going to. We're not going to speak a lot about Tottenham, but we are from tomorrow we're going from Ange Ball to our Shea Ball. There you go. And Mr. Brady, I want to say massive I think we both do, to Bobby from the Full-Time Sports Network for this wonderful
background there.
And banner he's given us.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Really good. Got all the information you need there. And come on,
also Philip,
Spurs in the bottom.
Yeah, and also we've got a little special treat for Ellie, if she's still watching. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? I can't find him. He's there. He is there. Where is he? Where is he? I can't find Mr. Højbjerg. Where's Højbjerg? Oh, here we go. This is our new goal celebration as well for you guys.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring.
There you go.
It's a pity we didn't have to use it yesterday.
Was that what you were looking for, Mr. Brady?
What's that?
Was that what you were looking for the celebrations?
Oh, yeah. It went missing yesterday, but anyway, not to worry. Well, anyway, he's growing his hair long. Do you notice that?
I did.
He's going to be like a hippie now, so he is.
He is. Well, Philip, this is the FA Cup. I don't know what you've talked about it, but just very quickly, what a weekend. What a weekend for football, and what a weekend for the FA Cup. Let's start with a mad game. I did watch the highlights of it, Philip, and that was mental. The game on Wolves and Coventry. I mean, your grudge has now ended after 37 years.
Yeah. I know you couldn't have failed to want Coventry to win that yesterday. I mean, they're up against all the odds, and they played brilliantly. They really did.
Hang on, just very quickly. And what about the Man City game, Philip?
Well, that was. I think that we all expected that result. Like that's no surprise at all, you know.
Yeah, just have some. But look, there's people that want the Newcastle manager sacked. Do you think it's the right way to go, Philip? Or do you think, hang on, he was never expected to win a trophy anyway? As I always say, he's the gatekeeper. So would you stick him there for the next season? Or Eddie Howe, or is he going to the England job, which many people say he could well be?
No, I don't think so. I think he'll probably leave Newcastle at the end of the season, but shows you how fickle fans are. I mean, there's people in the Spurs community want Ange out after yesterday as well. So you know, but we'll not give them too much time. But Eddie Howe, I don't think has delivered this. He did very well last season. He hasn't delivered this season for whatever reason, and I think he'll be gone. I think they'll be looking for a bigger manager. I don't think he's one for England. I think he'll probably end up managing another Premiership team because there's bound to be a few changes in the summer.
Am I echoing?
Somebody's saying you are echoing, yeah.
Do you sound like I'm echoing?
You sound a little, I mean, not too bad at my end, but you're not as clear as maybe you normally are.
I've got this new microphone and...
I don't know where it's coming from.
How's that, Tommy? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear. Is that better, Philip?
Better, I think, actually. It sounds better on my end.
Maybe I'm a bit too near it for it anyway. And then, of course, today, Philip, we had the Chelsea-Leicester, which was a mad game. Now, there's a funny story.
I saw 5 minutes at the end. That's all I saw.
My internet went off at half-time with Chelsea 2-0 up. Right, there was a blip. Suddenly, when the TV and Wi-Fi came back on, Leicester were 2-2. I was just sitting there. What the hell happened? Chelsea then scored 2 late goals. Is the FA Cup really important for Poch?
Well, I think, as you told me earlier, I think the Chelsea fans turned on Poch today, didn't they?
Did they? Hang on. Oh, yeah, Philip, I'll just come out and sort this mic out. Do you want to...
you're okay. I don't know why you're not echoing with me. That's all I'll say. You're not echoing with me. You're fine.
Yeah, well, I'm echoing with the people down. It's not fair on them. They're not
Yeah,
getting
but I'm
the
just
best
saying,
of
I don't know what the difference is. How you're going to, I'll never go and try it, but you're okay this end anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, no, I didn't see the match, Leicester City, but I can only assume that that they when he made a substitution, isn't that correct? That the Chelsea fans went a little bit ballistic on him.
They started shouting, you don't know what you're doing," which we had that with Nuno. Do you remember when
You're
he took
echoing now,
Mora
Dermot.
off?
You're echoing now.
Right.
I don't know what it is now.
It's not been my day, I'm telling you. How's that now? Is that better? Is that better?
Speak a bit more, then I'll tell you.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's a bit better. Yeah. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, Tony said much better. Big up, Tommy. Okay, brilliant. We like to give the best service to our subscribers, Philip. No problems. Yeah, we had that with Nuno. Do you remember when Nuno took Mora off and the fans started singing, "You don't know what you're doing"?
Yeah, well,
and it was that. I don't think Poch is going to last very long at Chelsea. I think he will be out this summer.
No, I think
Personally.
like Eddie Howe, he'll be looking for a job in the summer. Yeah.
Now, do you think Eddie Howe will go to England? Because Gareth Southgate apparently is going to muck it up for England in the Euros, so he'll be out of a job.
No, I think Southgate will get another contract. I can't wait.
Do you really?
The FA loves Southgate, so they'll keep him.
Why? Why?
I have no idea, but they do.
Is he a yes man?
Probably.
I mean, could you ever see the likes of Mourinho, or is this going back to the Brian Clough days, Philip, when Brian Clough wouldn't get the England job because he was too outspoken?
Yeah. Guys like Brian Clough, Harry Redknapp, Roy Keane, they'll never get. I doubt they'll ever get the full country job because of their views, their outspoken views. So. Anyway,
semi-finals will be played at Wembley, Philip. Stadium connected by the EE on Saturday, the 20th of April, and Sunday, 21st of April. First game is Coventry City versus Man United. Second game is Manchester City versus Chelsea.
That's flipping mucked up. Our weekend, we were supposed to be playing City that weekend.
Well,
another game for the rearrangers.
Yeah. So, where are you with this, Philip? With the FA Cup?
All Manchester final, no doubt about it. No doubt.
You reckon? Can Coventry spring a surprise?
I'd love to see Coventry win. Really, I really would. But I think United played well today in part. They played well for the first 15 minutes and the last half hour. And then maybe the last 10 minutes of ordinary time. But the rest of the time, Liverpool should have bounced them off the wall, but didn't.
The bit of the old Fergie there, wasn't there? The bit of the old Fergie United.
There was one bit at one stage. Liverpool had 4-on-1. Yeah. 4 attackers and 1 defender, and they cocked it up.
Yeah.
And that was a 2-1. That would have won the game for them. And they didn't. They made a complete balls of it. They hit the bar. They hit the post. Onana had a good game. It was just crazy stuff, beginning to end.
It says that when Onana has a good game, to be fair. You don't really put United winning and Onana having a good game. You don't put them two together. I was pleased for Colin.
I like what Klopp said at the end. He says we were confused. They had Harry Maguire playing up front and Bruno Fernandes playing a centre back. At least he took it in good stead, you know.
Yeah, he did. Do you know what? I think you're warming the Klopp a bit now, aren't you, Philip?
No. Sorry.
You are.
Dermot, I'm not going to warm to Coventry and Klopp on the one weekend. Come on, give me some. I've got to keep the image up somehow, you know.
I still can't believe you said I was hoping Coventry, but after going through the spill, right, of I'm never going to do. I'm not doing the cup final of Coventry get there, and I'm thinking. How long was that? A 34, 5-year grudge?
36 years ago, 37 years ago.
36 years you've held that grudge.
I've never watched any of that game again, though, and I won't. If they start showing it again, if they start showing, next time I hear the word Keith Houchin mentioned, I'm going to lock myself in a darkened room. Because that game still gives me nightmares, and I will not watch it again. I haven't watched it since the day that match was played. I've never, ever watched it again. So.
I was only a wee kid at the time, Philip. I was only 10 at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember crying. And I remember my mum and dad took me and my granny was over down to the local club, and I sat there like did not want to be there. It was like it's a horrible feeling losing the cup final, isn't it?
It is shocking.
What's worse, Philip?
First time we
Losing
ever
the cup
lost.
final
It's the first
or
final we
losing
ever
this?
lost.
Yeah,
That
but
was the
what's
hard part.
worse? Yeah, what's worse? Losing an FA Cup final or losing an FA Cup semi-final?
Well, we're quite used to losing semi-finals, so I'd say the final.
I would say the semi-final for me.
Well,
At least if you get to a final, you've got there. You've got there. Yeah, there's a disappointment. But for me, losing the FA Cup semi-final, that hurts. That hurts.
Yeah.
That really.
Anyway, just go. As well, anyway.
Yeah, we have and all. Just go through these chats, catch up with the comments. Philip, Ellie, just go love Spurs. Smash the like button. One and all on St. Patrick's Day. You can't beat the Irish, but you can so smash the like button.
Yeah.
Big up, Ellie. Louis Choose Music. I'm Andy Enjoy the Way. So are we. I'm going to get the Godfather's thoughts on that. I've seen some ridiculous comments on X about Ange, and some ridiculous comments on YouTube as well about Ange, which has really got my goat going. Big up to Tommy G. Says happy St. Paddy's Day from London. Well, big up, Tommy. Thank you very much. Derm, is there an echo on your side? Well, hopefully that's all sorted now. We've got Elliot Coventry to beat Man United, Man City to beat Chelsea, the Sky Blues versus the Blue Mooners. That's the fun. Do you know what? That wouldn't be a bad final, Philip.
It would, but the thing about it is you've got to say it might turn into one of the most one-sided finals in history. I think the two Manchester clubs together will be a very good final. It'll be a very good final. The romantics would want to see Coventry get there, obviously.
Yeah.
And I want Coventry to get there. I hope they beat United, but I don't think they will.
No. We've got Ellie says, love it. Højbjerg was good when he came on. The old partnership of Benny and Briere was nice. We're getting to that. I think he did quite well, actually, Højbjerg, when he
did.
came on.
I mean, the Bentancur and Højbjerg were streets ahead. If you can be streets ahead in the game like that, of Basuma and Sarr, who are woeful. They were abjectly bad yesterday.
Yeah. Ange is going nowhere. Big. Do you want to read this one out, Philip? Sorry.
Ange is going nowhere. Big to the training ground to work on those feckers who let us down, let him down, and let us and themselves down. Yeah, Ellie, that's a good point. But the only problem is, being international break, he's probably going to have about 3 players there. Yeah. All the rest of them are going to have to play for their country. And they won't be back until maybe the Thursday or Friday before the Luton game.
I think
gives us very little time to prepare. Thursday, maybe. But then the thing, that was bugging me with that Man City thing is we have a game on the 31st against Luton. Then we've no more match for 2 weeks, which means we're only playing 1 match in the next month.
Yeah, I've got this here, Philip. Where is it now? I'll get a few. These are our remaining fixtures, Philip. Take Eddie off there. These are our home games. These are our away games, and they're the Newcastle, 2 games down there have to be rearranged.
Hang on, some of those are wrong, Dermot.
No, they're not wrong, Philip.
Newcastle is away, and Burnley is at home.
Well, you could have... Okay, sorry.
No, I'm only saying that just to get it right, because Newcastle is away, definitely. And then Burnley, I hope Burnley's at home. That's what I'm going to. I'm hardly going to Turf Moor.
Yeah, sorry, Philip. Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say.
Look at that. Luton and Nottingham Forest together, that's 6 points. Newcastle away, tricky, but should win it. Arsenal at home, worrying. West Ham away, tricky. Liverpool away, tricky. Burnley at home, winnable. Sheffield United away, winnable. And then the 2 Chelsea and Man City, lap of the gods.
I mean, where do you think their games will be put back in?
Well, I think the Man City game will be played between Burnley and Sheffield United right at the end of the season. Yeah. But Chelsea one, I don't know when they're going to fit that in. I think a lot will depend. If Chelsea get knocked out of the FA Cup, they might fit it in somewhere then,
Yeah. But, it's a good run-in apart from the Liverpool, Arsenal and Man City game.
It's not bad. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those games we should be winning without even looking at it.
Yeah.
4 of them are a bit more tricky.
Yeah. Right. Well, let's get it out of the way, Philip. This is the stats for the game yesterday against Fulham.
Get out of the way quick.
Yeah. 44% to 56% in our favour, 16 shots to 14 in Fulham's favour, 7 on target to our 5. Pass accuracy 83% to 76% for Fulham in our favour. XG 2.4 to 2.7, Philip. If you don't look at the scoreboard, right, if you look at the stats, we dominated that game apparently.
Well, we didn't. I think with stats those stats are misleading. We didn't dominate the game. Our midfield was nowhere and didn't turn up.
No.
Our attack was disjointed, and our defence, while not too bad, was cut open too easily. And I think what maybe makes me feel a bit more annoyed about that, the second and third goals that Fulham got, the first one, it hit his knee, didn't know anything about it, and the third one was so jammy. If Dragusin had been a split second quicker, he would have cleared that. So, but we didn't, with the fact that we had two really good efforts from Maddison and Richarlison. Both of them went that much wide of the post. Now, if they'd have gone in, who knows what would have happened. But listen, we'll move on. It's a lesson that we can't get overconfident. We can't. Every game is difficult in the Premiership, and we've got. And I won't even be taking Luton for granted now in the next match because they will be fighting for their lives.
Look, you've got the timeline there, Philip. 3 goals between 42 and 61 minutes.
Yeah, that killed us. The second goal in the second half killed us.
Yeah.
At the start of the second half, we didn't get. And my hope in that, okay, the first half wasn't great. I was using hoping that we do a usual second half recovery. But by them scoring so early in the second half, it didn't allow us. It knocked the stuffing out of us.
No.
And we actually made Fulham look like a much better team than they are. Yeah. And that's the worrying part of yesterday.
Do you want to give your player ratings, Philip?
I'm giving Vicario 9 and the rest nothing. That's
really?
it. Vicario kept us in that match in the first half. That could have been 6-0 only for him.
Yeah.
Especially in the first half.
Yeah.
And the rest of them, I'm afraid, don't deserve me even thinking about giving them a score.
No. Well, I'm going to give Vicario 9. I'm going to give the back 4. I'm actually going to give Destiny 5. I didn't think it played well at all. Romero, I'm going to give him a 6. Rudu, I'm going to give him a 6. And Porro, I'm going to give a 5 as well. I'm going to give Basuma a 4. I thought he was useless yesterday. I'm going to give Papa Sarr and Maddison both together a 4. That midfield 3 was useless. I'm going to give Kulu a 4. I'm going to give Johnson a 4. And I'm going to give Sonny a 6 because at least he tried a little bit. And why I'm giving him a 6 also, Philip, his press conference after the game.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do it, but he came out.
He was really crying.
You can see how hurt he was, Philip, by it.
You see how hurt he was on the pitch as well. Every time I looked at me. But I'll tell you, I'm going to slightly change my score. I'm going to give Bentancur and Højbjerg a 6 each. Because at least when they came on, they tried to shore up things. And our midfield became a lot more crisper. And there was passing. We were passing. We were too slow up to that. Too deliberate. At least in the last 15 minutes, we got a bit of pace in the game.
Yeah. Now, there was one goal that you said Basuma was all at sea, Philip. Now, I watched the highlights of the game. I watched it a few times. That particular second goal.
Yeah.
And you could give Basuma... it started with Papa Sarr not closing his man down properly. Then going into the middle, Basuma was out of position, and then Destiny was also out of position.
Yeah.
So then
one being out of position throws the rest of them out of position. They all follow.
Yeah.
There's so many. Your man had so much space, though.
It did. Well, look, it's the first game we haven't scored in, Philip, all season.
It's our first game in nearly well over a season.
Yeah.
38 games. Imagine, and not doing it to Fulham. Jeez, embarrassing.
I know. It really is embarrassing. This is Andrew's verdict. Philip, do you want to read this out? Andrew's verdict there?
It wasn't great. First half was okay. Okay. I thought we had enough of the game. Excuse me. Quite disappointed with some of our front third stuff. Very disappointed. Our general control of the game, but once they scored their second goal, we seemed to lose our way and disappointed with that aspect as well. From our perspective, what we know is when we bring our intensity and our tempo, irrespective of who we're playing against, and you're not going to win all the time. But we're still very competitive, and I just thought we didn't have that in the second half tonight. True. There was no second half revival.
No.
I'm sure we would win that game in the second half.
Yeah.
But it just didn't happen. The second goal killed us.
Yeah, and then, Philip, the Spurs boss snapped that question regarding the race for top 4 this season. And what he says here, Philip, I think is crucial for what sort of man Ange is. So Do you want to read that
I'll
out
read
as
this,
well?
yeah. I mean, what am I supposed to say to that? We are 2 points behind the Villa. Yeah, what does that mean with 10 games to go? What are 10 games to go? Psychologically, I don't really worry about that stuff. It is 10 games. There was so much football to be played. If we had won today, nothing was guaranteed. We could have lost last week, nothing was guaranteed. So I don't worry about that stuff and never have. It's not just about falling into place in the ladder. Yeah, very true. Very true. 10 games to go, 30 points to play for.
He also said in his press conference, Philip, top 4 is not a trophy.
No, that's right.
Top 4 means nothing.
It's a means to an end to get back into Europe. That's all it is, really.
And he's the first manager, Philip, to say that. Every manager we've had has treated top 4 as some sort of, what an amazing season. What a great season we had. It's not. Top 4 is top 4.
No, I disagree with that partially. Partly disagree with them. I think top 4 this season for Spurs would be a successful season compared to what we came from last season. To get in the Champions League in his first season would be an achievement. It's not a trophy, but it's a chance to compete for another trophy we weren't able to compete for this season. And one other thing, can I just say this, right? There are, what was I going to say? I've lost my train of thought now. I'll come back to it. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, and look, I agree with Ange said that it's not a trophy. I slightly disagree with you, Philip, because I feel that getting top 4 is, right, that's where you've got this season. Right, we've got to build on this now. We've got to build on it. And this also, getting into the Champions League gets better players. I don't think that's right either. And I know you disagree with me on that. I think players who want to come to Tottenham, it's because they want to. It doesn't matter if we're in Champions League football or not. I think Champions League football is a great carrot to have. But I don't think it's the be-all and end-all of you wanting to come and play for my team. And I'm sure Ange doesn't think like that, but you sort of think the opposite to that, don't you? You think it is a big carrot.
Like, you know how much agents dictate where players go, right? If you've got an agent that's got a player that we want to sign and we're not in the Champions League, and Aston Villa want to sign him and he is in the Champions League, the agent's going to be pushing him towards the Villa. And the same thing would be if we were in the Champions League and Villa weren't. So I think it does have something. It might not have a huge amount to do with it, but it is a factor in decision making by players and agents to which club they go to. You know.
Can you still hear me, Philip? Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I'm just changing little bits I can do in the background.
I was trying to think what I was going to say before there. It was.
Yeah.
This
is Ellie's prediction points. She's giving Vicario 8, Porro 4, Destiny 5, Rudu 5, Romero 5, Basuma nothing, Sarr 4, Madders 5, Sonny 6, Kulu 5, Brendan Johnson 3. And Philip, I've been very positive over Brendan Johnson, and I was so disappointed with him yesterday, Philip.
He wasn't good.
Maddison, is this starting to worry you, his dip in form?
No, one game. No.
He hasn't been good since he's come
back. He was very
Philip.
good. No, he was very good against Villa. So, you know, I mean, let's face it, any player coming back from an injury, it's going to take him time to get back to form. He was playing too deep yesterday. He was coming from too deep, and I said that in the first half.
We both said that, actually.
He the ball far too deep, and that was causing the problem. So, no. I wouldn't worry about one game. If he comes back from England duty now and it still has a few more bad games, I'll start worrying.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not worried about it.
Ellie's Just a Go with Love Sports says we've beaten them on so many stats, but we didn't dominate the match. We were bullied. I think we were bullied. Lost too many duels. We were never going to win that match as we were not aggressive.
Yeah.
And wasted so many good chances. Philip, I think they lost that game within the dressing room. They went out thinking it's only Fulham. Let's not worry about this, lads. It's only Fulham. Yeah.
Well, I remember what I was going to say, Bill. I can just get in there. It's very relevant what you're saying there, right? We won against Villa last week very well, right? Yeah. A lot of Spurs fans sat on their hands, said nothing. Absolutely not a peep out of them. We lose yesterday, and they're all out of the woodwork. Having a go at Ange, having a go at the players. So it strikes me to believe that some of our fan base even wants us to win matches because it doesn't give them an opportunity to have a pop at Levy, at Ange, at the players or whatever. I worry about our fan base at times. I think some of them are closet Arsenal fans in disguise. They don't know us, but they are.
I even heard a few people saying, if we don't have a good transfer window, I'm Ange out. How can you...
Christ. Oh, here. That's
Seriously.
Madness. Come on, lads.
Seriously.
Get a life. Whoever's saying stuff like that, you're not really a Tottenham fan. You might think you are, but you're not. Anyone who knows the first thing about football can see Ange Postecoglou has nearly revolutionised that club in 8 months. Look who we are now compared. Dermot, this time last year, we were nearly jumping off the nearest bridge. We were so depressed about the way the club was. Now look at it, and yet some fans are still not happy.
I'm going to have my thoughts saying it in a minute, Philip. I'm really angry with what I heard the last few days. Colin sent me something this morning, and I read it, Philip, and I nearly fell out of my bed. It was like, seriously. Louis Chilled Music, I'm so confused. Why are we playing Newcastle in Melbourne at the end of May on the 22nd?
It's a post-season tour.
Yeah, but the season doesn't end until the 25th.
Yeah, but the league finishes on the 18th. the last league game is on the 18th, right? Yeah. The FA Cup is on the 25th.
Oh, that's
right?
it,
yeah. So unless we get someone reinstated in the FA Cup, our season is finished on the 18th.
No, look, it's been a long day, Philip. Sorry.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with a lot of technical issues today. It's been a long day. So, sorry.
That's the reason. I'm actually quite surprised because flying the players halfway around the world after a long season, it's going to cut into
Did they used to do it, though, years ago?
No, maybe, but not the second Australia,
Did they go somewhere after they got relegated? The week they got relegated, they went off on tour. Where was it? Australia or somewhere like that?
Yeah, the one-way ticket.
Yeah. Colin is saying, hi, mate. Sorry I couldn't pop on. Still did. Listen, I hope your missus is okay and it's fine. Me and Philip understand completely.
No problem, Colin.
It's grand. And also, we want to apologise to everyone that the Holy Trinity podcast is not on tonight. It will be back on next Thursday. Dave was busy watching his niece in the St. Patrick's Day parade. And as Philip rightly says, the Holy Trinity is not the Holy Trinity unless there's three of us. And I'm after Dave because Dave has nicked one of my tablets. I went up the mountain, Philip, got 2 tablets. And one of them says, I shall not praise Arsenal. I shall always praise Ange. I shall not covet it with Arsenal fans. It went down the full 10 commandments, Philip. And he's nicked one of them. So all I can give is 5 commandments. I can't give my full 10. So I'm going to have words with him on Thursday when he comes back. So you got the Cockeral Clock podcast instead. This will be going up on Spotify after we're finished. Also, Colin was saying, just a blip. As I said, Philip, it's a bump in the road, as I said today. Just a blip. A game like this was always going to happen. People write teams off, such as Fulham, off. When you look at they have beaten a lot bigger players this season, it's a banana peel. That's it. And Philip, do you want to offer your congratulations to Colin from Man United?
Colin. Yeah, I mean, to what?
Man United winning today.
Oh, yeah, Colin, what a game. Genie Mac.
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't quite know. I don't think United fans quite know how you actually won that game. I mean, fair dues, in the last 15 minutes of normal time and for most of extra time, you were the better team. But Liverpool really should have blown you away earlier, but didn't. And fair dues, you kept in there and got the winning goal. But I think it was a bit stupid of the guy that scored the winning goal took off his shirt, having already been booked, and got sent off.
To be fair, Philip, come on. Can you blame him?
I know. Heat of the moment, but still, he's going to miss a game now. He's going to miss a match over that. No.
That's stupid. It's a stupid rule. You should be able to celebrate at the end of an FA Cup. You've just got your team to a semi-final. You're going to go mental. You're going to go mad.
Yeah, but I know. But if you don't book someone for that, the next time it happens, why wasn't he booked? You have to be, you can't allow sentiment into it.
Philip, common sense has to come into football. Yeah,
when did common sense ever end to do a refereeing, Dermot? It's not. It's
never.
Just look into the rules. It'd be the next guy to have been booked for it. They would be complaining why wasn't he booked? That's all that would happen. That's why they do it every time.
Yeah. Also,
hang on. I must say one thing. When Papa Sarr scored for Spurs against whoever it was, I went to the crowd and got booked. Okay. I seem to remember a Manchester United player and a Liverpool player did the same thing the same day and didn't get booked for it, or an Arsenal player. So, there isn't continuity, but don't start me on referees.
Philip, we know there's no continuity when it comes to things. Well, Philip, look, I want to go on to this a little bit, right? It is what we're talking about in the Holy Trinity podcast, but I found this table, right? And I want your view in it, okay? Now, I want you to be as controversial and as open-minded as you can, right? Put yourself into your devil persona when you're doing the unholy trinity, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, 9 teams have spent over the permitted 3-year loss of 105 million, right?
Okay.
Arsenal, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Fulham, Man United, Aston Villa, Chelsea, and Everton.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Arsenal, Philip, are only 150, so they were 10 million over the 105 limit.
Yeah.
So, right, I'm going to go through each team. You're in charge of the Premier League, Philip. You're in charge of FFP. Take your Tottenham allegiance out of it. So you've got to go through this like properly, like a cold-hearted poker player. Right? Would you fine, drop points, or do nothing? Arsenal 115. So they're 10 million.
Of course, I'd relegate them. Of course, I would.
Philip, you have to be like
seriously, no. But I mean,
Yeah.
what I don't understand is right. They're throwing the book at Everton. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I know Everton is massive, it's huge, but being 520 million over, right, breaks the rules. Being 115 million over also breaks the rules.
yeah.
So why
So
have
that's-
Arsenal, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Fulham, Man United, Villa not been taken to task for it?
Yeah.
There must be extenuating circumstances, or
Yeah.
they've got to get a jail card somewhere.
Okay. So Arsenal, fine, drop points. What would you do with Arsenal?
Well, 10 million, you couldn't deduct them points. You'd fine them, but that's only a drop in the ocean.
Okay.
Fine them, but warn them if it happens again, it's a points deduction.
Yeah. Okay. Wolves 152 million minus
Deduction, 5 points.
5 points. Crystal Palace
I'm
157.
giving them a point for every 10 million they're over it, roughly.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Crystal Palace,
157.
5 points again.
Okay. Brighton 160.
5 points. It's so just around the 5 point mark.
Right. Fulham 197 million.
6 points.
Man United 302 million.
Oh, they're getting into the 10-point bracket now because that's serious. That's nearly 3 times. Sorry, Colin, but that's nearly 3 times the amount of things. So that's got to be a full 10 points.
Okay.
Same with Villa.
Aston Villa 306 million.
10 points.
Chelsea. Now, can I just
20 points?
Right. Can I just say Chelsea were 145.6 for 1920, 142.1 2021, and 121.3 2021-22. 409 million in the red.
But they're under investigation. They will be done for that.
Okay, so what would you do? What would you give them, Philip?
10 points.
10 points. Everton 520.4 million.
Jeez. I mean, they got 4 of their 10 points back, but I'm afraid there's another 10 points coming down the track. I can't see them getting out of that, and that will relegate them.
Yeah. Can I just say, in the chat or in the comments, I'm going to put this up on the channel. Let us know what you would do. Each from Arsenal down to Everton. How would you follow Philip's principles? Point or fine? I'll put this up later. Now the top 5, Philip, is Liverpool 67.1 million in profit, clear. Sheffield United 46.3 million. Burnley 31.9 million. West Ham 25.8 million. Tottenham 2.2 million, and Man City 0.5 million. Well, Man City, we know they've rigged it anyway, so Peter. So are you surprised? Yeah, are you surprised to see the likes of Arsenal down there in that 19 bracket that have
not really,
gone over there?
They spent a lot of money. No, I'm a bit surprised. I'm quite surprised to see Liverpool top of the pile there because they're also not. They've done very well in the transfer market. Burnley, I suppose, well, they've been out of the Premiership for a while, so they wouldn't be. Not Sheffield United the same. Soon to return though to the Championship. Yeah, I mean it's but it just shows you what a good financial manager Daniel Levy is. We might give out about him about a lot of other things, but he knows how to run a company. That's for sure.
Well, this is it here, Philip. 30. I've done for the other top 6 as well, guys. So don't worry. But we're going this on Thursday. But just wanted to bring this up, Philip. Profits for the 21-22 season, 61.28 million. Profit for the 22-23 season, 139.15 season.
That's a loss.
No profit.
No. Income 38,000, expenditure 177. That's a loss.
No, I've did this all out, Philip. It's 177 spending, 38 incoming.
Coming in. Yeah, but if you're incoming, your outgoings are more.
All right, fine. Okay.
Loss.
All right.
Seriously, what I'm saying. The figure is right. The figure is right, but it's a loss, not a profit.
Okay, so loss then. That needs to be over there then.
Mm-hmm. And the same with the following year, 251 spending, and that is a loss, as well.
So
those figures can't be right though, because that was Spurs. That would put Spurs right down the bottom of the pile.
Well, we have 400 million, Philip, to spend to. This was taken off transfermarket.com.
Yeah, but do you not see where I'm coming from? If you put spending, add up those spending, right? It's 272, 372, 450, 550,000 million roughly, right? Spent, okay, and then you add up what's come in, 30 for 72, 200 million come in. So we're making a huge loss on those figures.
Well,
they must have been transcribed wrong or something, because they don't stack up the way they're put down there.
Well, can I just say, maths was never my strongest point at school.
No, I'm only saying, Dermot, if they come off some site, the site has got them wrong. You haven't. You know what I mean? You haven't got them wrong.
Well, look, I've done them for the whole top 6. What I'll do, me and Philip will go through it tomorrow, and we'll make sure we get it spot on. But the point I was trying to make, Philip, Tottenham are a well-run club. Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. And maybe it is, but I don't think we're as bad as many teams think we are.
I think give a dog a bad name. Daniel Levy has this reputation, which spreads. Like you don't hear about the good things he does; you hear about the bad things. And he's done lots of bad things. We're not defending him in one bit.
Yeah.
But I think the way that he's got the club going over the last few seasons, especially now with the appointment of Ange, I think we are a club that we should be looked at as how to run it. We've got the extracurricular activity, which no other club seems to be anywhere close to. And that's a huge benefit for the club, bringing in money that we wouldn't normally have.
Colin says transfermarket.com isn't updated correctly, mate. It will be in April. All right, fair enough. And then also sacking of managers comes into it as well. We have gone through a few. You definitely have. Switch it around. Teams in profit get points. Exactly, side answer. Exactly. Big up to John Johnson. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And to you too, sir. 250 million of that is dividends paid out to the Glazers as well. We seem to forget about that, Philip, but a lot of that is...
Yeah, that's what Glazers need to be got out of that club. They're bleeding it dry.
Yeah. And side answer. Yeah. Hi, Dermo and Philip. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
And same to you, sir.
Now, Philip, do you fancy going down old memory lane? Down to when footballers went on boats to find as the FIFA. Now, we've done UEFA and Man City, Philip.
Right.
We've done Tottenham. So who's this bit of video
let me see who we're going to have this time. This could be
looking for the Irish manager.
Yeah, or it could be the Pochettino looking for his first trophy.
Yeah, no, I think the Ireland manager sounds better. Yeah, no offense, I don't want to talk about Pochettino.
No, okay.
Somebody agreed with me today that he is a loser, by the way.
Maybe with Chelsea he is. Yeah. Maybe.
Anyway, Philip, here the boys coming out of the Irish. The Irish committee.
These are the selectors. These are the selectors of the Irish team.
Why have you got the boat with them, Philip? Do you think they're going on a little journey?
They reckon that the guy they're going to look for does a bit of fishing, and I think he might be on an island somewhere.
Yeah. Anyway, there's the FAI. John Delaney they're looking for John Delaney. That's what they're looking for. Can we have some of our money back? I like the name of the boat, Mark II. What a name for a boat. That boat goes for miles. Anyway, just coming out of the headquarters of the FAI. They're just going past the Aviva. Over the bridge there. O'Connell's bridge there. just going past Croke Park. The old GAA people just throwing rocks at
Carrier
them.
pigeon rushing out and tell your man that they're on the way to him.
Yeah, here they're going. Now they're down the M50. Just come past Wexford, my house. See
just gone past the 14 lane M50. And
anyway, here they go. Look at the lads. Look at the driving brilliant, these FAI lads. Now, if anyone's wondering where this is, right, this is now the FAI training ground for new managers.
It rained a bit the night before.
It did. But what they do, they kidnap them, right? And they leave them out in this island in the back ass of nowhere of Ireland, of Galway, I think. And they're going, like Stephen Kenny was brought there before he became Ireland manager. It's like they're brainwashed into manager. Well, there we go. There's John. They're looking for John Delaney. That's who they're looking for.
There we go.
There we go. Now, look, there's Stephen Kenny with the disguise on him, trying to escape. What's he saying there, Philip, do you reckon?
He's saying that the man that they want to appoint as the new manager, Ireland manager, has got wind that they're looking for him, and he's in hiding because he doesn't want to be offered the job.
Yeah, that's a promotional video by Stephen Kenny.
Yeah.
Why the Ireland job is so good.
He's aged 20 years. Now this is the dressing rooms for the Irish team. Notice the running water hasn't yet been installed into it.
No, not yet.
And they're now going around looking for any players that might have hid themselves there after the last 6-0 defeat by Lithuania.
They're looking for John Delaney in there. Is he in there? Is he in there? No, he's not. No, I don't know where the hell he is. He's in there. Yeah, he's hiding, but he won't come out. Are you coming out, John? John, come out now. We're only talking to you. So they're trying to break in now to John Delaney's house.
There they are, in the goal.
Yeah. As you notice, John Delaney has gone out the window. What to find in here, Philip? What's this now? What to find in here?
They're looking for the. This is the secret recipe that John Delaney invented after he left the League of Ireland. He was going to start selling it as a new spirit.
Yeah,
it's called Spirit of Irish Football, and but the guys don't like it because it's illegal, and they're now tipping it down the drains. There they go, and smashing up.
John Delaney's pulling his hair out at the moment now. Here,
there we go. Now once they're going to take those and beat him with a stick. Now once they find them, now there you go, smashed.
So anyway, here we go, lads. Oh, look at them! Now they're playing. Who can put the rock? Look at them! Look at them trying to. I mean, Philip, I've seen that before. That's the most stupid. Beating the steel
he cut his hand. He cut his hand. Look at this. And he goes and washed it. He washed it in the pot chain. And there's a gas tank now. And there's more. This is an illegal still of that John Delaney set up after he left the League of Ireland, trying to make himself a few bob.
I thought that's where John Delaney was living. That was using for his fire, Philip.
No, I don't think so. No.
You sure?
He might be in the next room down. I think.
Even Mrs. Tron said that. Even Mrs. Tron just let out a yelp. She went, ah! She saw John Delaney's ran past our house saying, "You won't catch me! You won't catch me!"
No, that could be him now escaping. It could be him escaping.
Yeah, this is. Do you know what, Philip? We should have Hawaii 5-0 music playing at this moment. That's what we should do. Look, and there's Brian Carr.
That's John Delaney in disguise. Yeah, he's very, very good.
There's
very good disguise.
There's Stephen Kenny.
That's Stephen Kenny running after him. And
what they're trying to do here now? Look, they found the secret stash. They found the secret money John Delaney
actually,
took
that
the
was
FBI.
a bomb drop. That was a bomb dropped by a German bomber during the Second World War when it exploded.
All right.
They were also aiming for John Delaney's head, but missed. Now, here we go. Anyway, this could be his underground penthouse. This could be his underground penthouse. Now they're finding the door to.
It's a bit, yeah.
My God, they're making the soup now for the lads' dinner.
Yeah. Well, this is what the Irish players have to eat before. This is what Roy Keane walked out of Japan for.
Yeah, that's the jacuzzi. That's the jacuzzi in the dressing room for lads. Yeah.
Now this is here. This is where Roy Keane was put after he walked out of Japan. He was put in there for about 6 months. That's why he looks a bit like Robinson Crusoe from Friday. How could they be breaking Roy Keane's house up, Philip? That's just
he built it without
sacrilegious.
planning permission. He built it.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah,
Planning. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Is
But he
anyone
reckoned he
told
didn't
Roy?
need it. He didn't need it. You know,
Yeah.
he's Roy
Is that
Keane.
why
He
he's
didn't
so
need it.
angry? Is that why
Actually,
Roy
you know what that
Keane's
is?
so angry?
The guys, I think they're solar panels, actually. I didn't realize a piece of corrugated iron, but anyway.
No. Anyway, they're good demolition guys, these anyway. Fair play to them.
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently Roy Keane has sent in a letter to the demolition crew. Don't break my house, but this is now they're digging for what they're digging here for now.
Digging for gold.
Yeah,
Somebody
they're
said
digging
there was
for
gold.
yeah. Apparently, this is Stephen Kenny. This is where he's kept all his cash from the Ireland job.
All
They're
50
looking for
pence
it.
of it. Yeah, I know. This is them.
Oh shit! Sorry. I do apologise.
He's radioing back in now for air support.
Yeah,
And in the helicopters.
we found Delaney. We found Delaney.
Found Delaney. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
We
I
just
do
ran
love
them.
these videos though, Philip. They are funny.
They're funny, yeah.
Anyway, there's the lads that are going back now. Well, we got the dosh. We got the money, lads. Now,
Great bunch of lads.
it is, yeah. But anyway, here we go. There's another
They're heading for Craggy Island now.
yeah. Now this is where Steve Staunton and Trapattoni used to live when they were manager for Ireland. But the house has got a bit dilapidated over the years. They never kept the up. Now this is here, right? Is the famous bit of Roy Keane food that Roy Keane had before he went to Japan. Now this is the real, nothing to do with Mick McCarthy. It was due to that barrel of stuff being thrown into the sea that they wouldn't bring it for Roy Keane. That is why he walked out of the Irish team. Nothing to do with Mick McCarthy at all. After all these years, Philip, we can give out the truth. What really happened when Roy Keane walked out of the Irish team. Lovely there, bit of scenery. Now, apparently some of the players go fishing there at night. Anyway, there's one of the FAI. What they're looking for. Oh, we found it, lads. We found it. That's it. Keep throwing.
Again.
Yeah. Now, at this point, this is Roy Keane on the way to his house, trying to save his stuff. Look at all the waste of that alcohol.
Shocking.
They think they're big, these FAI men. Now, they're on the boat there, Philip. Now, this is this is how the Irish players used to talk to each other. If you saw a bucket there with holes in them, you used to put them in there. That's how Stephen Kenny used to do his team game, speech before the games. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
There we go. And there's Roy Keane's favourite food again. Look at that. This is why Roy Keane walked out of Ireland, because of the food and the barrels. What a way. And talk about environment, Philip. They're not being environmentally friendly there, are they, to be fair?
No, they haven't been invented when this was filmed.
Anyway, so here it is. At the end of a long day, the FAI have now gone back to their headquarters. And there you go, guys. There you go. That is...
We'll dig out a few more of those now.
Hang on, there's another one coming, Philip. There's another one. There we go. Now, this was the FAI back in the 70s, before Jack Charlton come. And they were learning how to drive that boat back in the day. And, well, explain what's happening here, Philip. I mean, what do you think they're looking for?
Is this a different one?
Yeah, it is a different one, yeah.
Right. Pretty much more of the same. Still searching for the I don't know if I've seen this one before.
No, this is the one I think where they lose their boat. They can't find their boat at the end because they didn't tie the boat up. And, yeah, they had to swim back. But here's the lads. Look at them. Come on, lads. We get this in. All right. Anyway, here we are. We're on FAI Ireland. He's looking there. Jesus, lads, will we ever find it? It was over there, and it was over there. No, it was over there. That's where he lived. No, it wasn't. It was over there. Now, I think they're looking for Johnny Giles at this point. They're trying to look for him. This is where Johnny Giles, ex-Ireland manager, used to live when he was manager of Ireland. And where's this now, Philip? What they're doing now here?
I don't know. I don't think I've seen this one before. This is
smoking.
This must be a current one.
No, this is from 1972, Philip.
No, I haven't seen this one before. So
anyway, well, I tell you what, we'll get Philip to watch this a little bit. We will do it, but this is a funny one. It is.
Yeah,
now,
I haven't seen this one.
Right, now here is the original FAI president. And he's interviewing the saying, right, lads, well, what's happened here, right, is we've got John Giles as manager, and we're trying to implement his type of football, but the lads ain't just getting it. We don't know why, and we're trying to figure it out. And he's been asked the question, are you going to keep John Giles in the job? And the man says, well, we signed him to a 5-year contract. Now, this is the food that John Giles used to give the Irish players before he's international, right? And the players have just revolted. That's it. We don't want any more of this crap here. Now, Philip, what's happening here now? What's he letting off there? Is he letting off a bit of helium for the players now to speak funny?
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing though. Maybe it's not another unexploded bomb. I don't know.
Anyway, here is Johnny Giles. I'm trying to explain to the media why he's the best man to happen to Irish football. No, this is the GAA president, Philip, saying why GAA is better than soccer. So, what do you reckon he was saying to the Irish people at this point about GAA, Philip?
He's saying no foreign games allowed here. That's it.
Is that it? He's doing a lot of talking for saying that.
Look to use Crow Park to play any soccer matches there, because we're not going to let you unless you pay us £1 million. Then we might let you.
Now, do you think that could be a young Stephen Kenny?
It's more like a young Michael D. O'Higgins. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it is. Anyway, so he's been asked, could the FEI and GAA come together as one? And he's promptly said, no effing way will I effing allow that effing bunch of clowns into my effing organisation. That's what he's saying. And he's using a lot of F words, as Philip can't just, Philip won't swear. So, anyway, so hang on, so we don't know what's happening. He's doing a lot of talking, this GAA fellow. He's talking the leg out of her.
Most of them do. I mean, they could talk for 2 hours without even mentioning any subject.
Now, here's Johnny Giles just finding his bottle of whiskey.
No, do you know what he's looking for? This is for the Irish audience. He's looking for the bottle so he can get his 15 cents back on the can when he brings it back to the supermarket.
Now, here's the FAI president, just been told what the GAA man said to him. And he says, well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. He says, we want to make peace with them and they want to make peace with us. And we're a sport. We're a lovely sport. And we do the same thing they do, but we just can't. Don't know why we just can't get together. Now, he's also been asked the question, why isn't there a United Ireland soccer team? And he's saying, well, we've tried to talk to them up there, but they won't talk back because there's no telephones. So we're doing it by smoke signals at the moment.
No, they won't do it because every Catholic in the north supports the Republic of Ireland, and the fact that in 2028, when Northern Ireland play their games in West Belfast, that's the part of Belfast most of the Unionists have never even been to.
Can I just say, Philip, this is the communication between the FAI and the Northern Ireland Football Association. They're doing it now. They've been reduced now to doing it by bottles of water. Now, this is like it. Apparently, a little note's going to flew through that tube. But anyway, here's the Northern Ireland Football Association saying, "What do you reckon, lads? They're holding a general meeting here now. Do we team up the lads down the south?" And the man there's giving a good reason why they should. Right? He's ready. Now, here's the fella that's against it, Philip. He doesn't want anything to do with the FAI. We're our own this and own that. So he's coming out. He's looking around. Can you see any FAIP? Is there? Nope. So he said, no, we won't. We won't join them mob down, them clowns down there. We've got a great football nation up here. We're going to win the World Cup. And we're qualified now for the 82 World Cup. And look, what have they qualified? Nothing. And he's very adamant, Philip, that he's not going to have a United Ireland soccer team. So,
No, he's not.
don't know. I don't know what he's, and the RTE man's really pressing him for an answer. He said, will you say yes? And he's saying, did you not hear me answer before? The answer's no. I will not join them clowns down there. We're better organised up here. I'd rather join the GAA than I would the FAI. So that's his sort of take on it. So he's nodding his head a bit, Philip. He's still, he's getting a bit angry now. You can see him with the hat's about to fall off his head. Getting a bit angry, He keeps saying, no, we're not. Look, the finger's out and everything, Philip. He's really demanding. Look, he's jumping now. We'll put down.
He wants Jeffrey Donaldson to come along and back him up. I think that's what it is.
Anyway, so he's given a really good answer. And we'll see now. He's still arguing. The RT man's still trying to go away. And he's grabbing the RT. Look, now here's the FAI. Look, we're running onto the scene now. We'll give you what you want. And this is the FAI headquarters, by the way. Lads, this is where the FAI was made. Look at that, they've locked the door. Somebody forgot the key. So they've had to break in to their own organisation. This is them hiding from the Northern Irish Football Association.
They reckon that John Delaney's up in the attic.
Yeah. Anyway, this is the FAA trying to get rid of the evidence. Oh, Lord. Okay. I know you need to go soon, Philip. That's fair enough.
Yeah, unfortunately I do.
Anyway, I find them funny, Philip. That they are hilariously funny.
Must find some different ones, though. I'm sure there's more of them.
There's one here. There's one. I've just seen the video, Philip. If you can see what I can see, right? This fella, right? I don't know if you remember it, Philip, but it's true. A fella was at a ferry point in Monomillin, which is only down the road from me, where my father-in-law lives, in County Wexford. Man buried alive in Ferry Fort in Monomillin.
Right.
It's true. It's got all the footage here and everything.
I'll tell you, something to watch out for. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So it's really funny. And then it is funny. Wexford's quite popular anyway.
Watch out for them on YouTube at the moment. And there was an incident happened today in Stradbally in Laois, where there was Patrick's Day parade was going down one side of the street, right? Yeah. And one of the floats must have detached itself from the parade and was coming back the other way, right?
Oh fuck!
And a car plowed into the back of it.
Jesus!
Knocked the girl out. The girl is in hospital now with concussion, and the 13-year-old lad on this float, they think he's broken his leg. The driver was drunk and no tax and no insurance. It's all on YouTube out there. I'll send it to you, actually. My friend of mine.
Yeah, please send it to me.
It's not funny. It's tragic, but your man mustn't have seen them. He just goes straight in the back of them.
Jesus. Big up to Michael McDonald. Is that salutations, Philip?
Salutations, yeah, that's it.
Salutations on this fine evening. Big up to Brian Maguire as well. That's where Levy hides his money. That's true. Colin's saying they're trying to find Kevin Doyle to bring him out of retirement for the upcoming games. That's so true. Big up to DJ Samuel. Evening DJ. Colin said it's Bruno looking for his football abilities. I'll look at that in a minute. Dan says, I'm not a Levy fan, but he set us up nicely for the future. He really has. Yeah. Now, we're going to leave Tottenham alone for a few days, aren't we, Philip?
Yeah, because there's no games for another 2 weeks. So we'll be talking internationals.
So we've gone from Ange Ball to a Shea Ball. That's the name of tomorrow's show, by the way, guys, which I think is quite good. I come up with that myself with no help for nobody, I might add. So what are you looking forward to this week, Philip? on the international point of view, from an Ireland, from a home nation's point of view, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Ireland. What are you hoping for? All four to lose and Ireland to win?
No, not really. I haven't really thought about it. I'd like to see John O'Shea get off to a good start, just to get a win or two,
But do you think
it'll
if he
not be easy.
wins,
Belgium and Switzerland, two tough games, you know?
But if he does well, could you see the FIA giving him the job full time?
No, not unless he does extraordinarily well. No, I don't think so.
No. I'm just going to look at this video you sent me, Philip.
Just look at it and tell. Will you see what you think?
Yeah. I'll look at it now. Sorry. Just seen the tractors now going down.
Yeah, watch that and watch the car. Watch the cars going the other direction.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Holy Jesus.
Tell you. Shows you, doesn't it?
Fucking hell. Excuse my language.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, isn't it?
It's not gross. She's lucky she didn't die.
Yeah, she's okay, apparently. She's in hospital for a test. But the young lad may have broken his leg. The other fella may have broken his leg.
Oh, unlucky. Well, listen, Philip.
Sympathies.
So this week we have the International Week, so we've got that starting from tomorrow. Tomorrow now we're doing a lot of work. We've got new graphics coming up for the first league game back, haven't we, Philip? A new scoreboard, a new type of how we're going to do things. Just very briefly, Philip, the Daily Hotspur's changing slightly as from the return in the Premier League, isn't it? Do you want to explain how we're going to change it and what's happening? Because we're going to
talk about Tottenham, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Tottenham, obviously, but we're also going to bring other soccer and other football news into the equation, just to give a complete roundup of what's been happening on that particular day over the Premiership and probably the Championship as it heats up to see who's going to get promoted. And also we'll keep an eye on the Scottish situation because Rangers and Celtic are going hammer and tongs for the title up there. Yeah. So yeah, it'll be Daily Hotspur with other teams coming into the mix as well.
Yeah, and we sort of I've took the inspiration from TalkSport and how it's going to look and how the banners are going to look and how it's going to be done. Philip then took me outside and gave me a whole holy of a beating. Said, don't be talking about TalkSport. So I said to Philip, fair enough. So we're not changing it drastically, are we, Philip? We're just making it so we're different.
Yeah,
that's the thing, isn't it? It's about being different from the rest of YouTube. I've always said it. We're the rebel side, Philip. We're the rebel channel. Yeah. We're like the people. You and me, but there in the War of Independence, Philip, out there with our pitchforks and our guns, ready to fight for our freedom.
Pitchforks will do a lot, all right. Yeah.
Philip, we would, yeah. Well, we would be, wouldn't we, Philip? You and me be like we're in there in the War of Independence. You and me be stuck in the middle of it, fighting for our freedom.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And this is what this channel's all about. This channel is a rebel channel. We don't go along with the normal YouTube rules. We get strikes and we put up videos we may get trouble with. But there you go.
Yeah.
That's who we are.
Yep.
YouTube, if you are watching, we do respect your rules very much, and we do follow the guidelines.
We'll only break the rules now and again, occasionally.
Yeah. Just turn the blind eye. Philip will issue brown envelopes as and when he can.
And with that,
bombshell, do you want anything else to say before we go, Philip? Any passive wisdom on St. Patrick's Day?
Well, yeah, I mean, everyone's having a good St. Patrick's Day. It's been a good weather-wise here and around the world. It seems to have gone down very well. And maybe some of our government ministers might actually come back and do a bit of work now instead of swanning around the world drinking green beer for the last few days. And just a few more comments here before we finish up. Michael McDonald saying salutations on this fine evening. How are you, Michael? Ellie is saying...
Sorry, Philip. There, I'll bring them up.
Come on, you Spurs. Put this behind us and march on to finish the last 10 matches with a flourish. Amen to that. And this is for you, Dermot. I think this one.
Hey, DJ. She's talking to DJ Samuel.
Oh, it's you.
Are
Sorry,
you go-
the D. All right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you going
No,
to
that's
any
it.
of the matches? Yeah, that's it. Listen, I'm so disappointed I can't get to the Arsenal game. I am really disappointed, but I suppose one good thing out of it, you'll have me here with Philip and Bobby as we're going to give you for that game. All week, we're going to go full bang North London style. I'm back tomorrow at 4. I don't know if Mr. Brady's going to have a few days off because I think he well deserves it. I think you're...
It might be okay tomorrow, but I don't know, Tuesday might be difficult. You know?
Well, we know we're off Tuesday, but anyway. If you don't see Philip in with me, everything is grand. Philip's taking a few days off. As also, he's busy with his other stuff as well, so, which is more important than this channel. Because Philip is
it has to take priority, unfortunately.
Yeah. Godfather by name, Godfather by nature.
Right.
On that bombshell.
Good night.
On that talk and bombshell, we're back tomorrow at 4. Happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you all. Be nice to one another. And come on, you Spurs. In Ange, we fully trust.
Absolutely.